Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa man yudlilhu fala hadiyalah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'd. All praise be to Allah. We ask for His guidance. We have for His. We praise Allah. We praise Him. We ask for His help, and we ask for His forgiveness. We seek refuge with Allah from the wickedness of ourselves and the badness of our deeds. Whoever been given by Allah guidance, then nobody can misguide him, and whoever been misguided by Allah, then nobody can give guide for him, be guided for him. I bear witness there's no God except Allah, and Muhammad is only Him. Nobody, no associate for Him. And I bear witness that Muhammad is His messenger, His prophet, His messenger, His servant, and His messenger. Oh Allah, give good prayer upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, as you have give to Abraham and the family of Abraham. And oh Allah, bless upon the family of Muhammad. For Muhammad and the family of Muhammad, as you have blessed Abraham and the family of Abraham. Innaka Hamidum Majid. Verily you are well praised and all worthy of praises. Today, inshallah, walillahil hamd, we will continue with our class, honoring knowledge. For that, I want to take the opportunity right now to say to all of you, Eid Mubarak, bless day, bless Eid upon me and upon all of you. May Allah Ta'ala accept our deeds, good deeds that we have done in 10 days before this, the early 10 days of Zulhijjah. When we said before, the best day to do good deeds is the first 10 days of Zulhijjah. Even the Prophet ﷺ, when we asked by the companion, even better than going jihad fisabilillah. So the Prophet said even jihad fisabilillah cannot be compared to the first 10 days of Zulhijjah, except a person that went out with his self and his belonging in the jihad fisabilillah, but doesn't return with anything, means he died as a martyr, then he is actually better than the person who do good deeds in the 10 days, early days of Zulhijjah. We congratulate everybody who took the opportunity of the early 10 days to do good deeds, fasting, give charity, help other people, do prayers, do sunnah prayers, recite Quran, anything. So because Allah, that is the best day that Allah Ta'ala like to be done in it, the good deeds. So anybody that got the opportunity, I congratulate you all, and myself also, so that Allah Ta'ala may accept from us. And kullu am antum bi khair, may all of you all this year long until the next year will be in the goodness and health and everything that is good from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Okay, so now we will continue with our book, honoring knowledge. So last time we took the second summarization. Today we continue with the third one, inshallah. So just to refresh everybody, Okay, just to refresh everybody with our lesson. We took the first one is actually about the cleansing the base or the place for the the heart. Second one we took about the sincering your intention in learning. Okay, and today inshallah for the third summarization we will take jamul al-maqidah al-maqidah thalithu. The third summarization, uh, jam'u himmatin nafsi alaihi. Jam'u himmatin nafsi alaihi, gathering self determination on it, on getting the knowledge. So that's the third one inshallah today. He said here al-maqidu thalithu, the third summarization of honoring the knowledge, jam'u himmatin nafsi alaihi, gathering the self determination upon learning, upon the knowledge. Tujmi'ul himmatu ala al-matlubi bitafaqudi thalathata umurin. You will gather, actually gathering the determination on seeking something is actually being to gather the self determination. You can know that are you really determined about something or not. You have to look at three things. The first awwaliha, the first one is actually al-hirsu ala ma yanfa'u. Famata wufiqal abdu ila ma yanfa'uhu harasa alayhi. The first one is actually to be avaricious. Avaricious means greedy. To be concerned verily on which what will benefit. When a servant is being given tawfiq by Allah to have something to something that is actually benefiting him, the servant will be actually avaricious about it. When you know something is actually good for you, like food, something is actually tasty, something that give you health, you will actually avaricious about it, be greedy about it. Means that you want it more and more if you know the thing is actually benefiting you. That's the first one. Secondly, thaniha al-isti'anatu billahi azza wa jalla fi tahsilihi. You have to ask help or asking help, getting help with Allah azza wa jalla in achieving the knowledge. You achieving it. This is the general thing, not only knowledge but also to everything else. But we take this this base or this reason or these three things because if we want to be a knowledge seeker, a talibul ilm, a knowledge seeker, we have to put the knowledge, our knowledge in these three categories, these three things. First, we have to know about the benefit of the knowledge. Then we ask Allah Ta'ala help in getting the knowledge. Third one, thalithiha, adamul ajzi an bulughi bughiyati minhu. Do not feel weak from achieving or from getting the goal or the objective from it. So these three things, if a person have this thing, it means that the avariciousness about what will benefit, getting help from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala in getting it, and do not feel weak from achieving whatever you want, the goal from the from the knowledge or from the thing that you want. Here is knowledge. Here we'll put everything about it is about the knowledge. But if you put it inside your life, in your life, everything is actually these three things. Actually, you must have it. Like you want to buy a house, so first thing first about benefit. What you got benefit from that particular house. Secondly, you have to ask from Allah Ta'ala help. Then thirdly, you don't ever feel weak from getting your goal. That the three things. You put anything inside these three things, actually, you will get the what you say determination. Determination on getting it will happen, because you have to have that feeling about you want to get. your goal you achieve. Here knowledge, but if you put anything else, it's the same. وقد جمعت هذه الأمور الثلاثة في الحديث الذي رواه مسلم. And these three things is actually being gathered, being combined in the hadith that being narrated by Muslim rahimahullah, an Abi Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, from Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam qala, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ihris ala ma yanfa'uk wasta'in billahi wala ta'jiz. Be avaricious upon what is actually benefiting you, give you benefit. You have to be avaricious and ask or get help from Allah, with Allah, and don't feel weak. Don't ever feel weak about it. The positiveness of getting that things, actually the thing that you must have in yourself. Qala Junaid rahimahullah, Junaid al-Baghdadi rahimahullah, he's one of the main character in the life of tabi'in, if I'm not mistaken. He's been known by Junaid al-Baghdadi. Many of the Sufi followers always mention his name. He's really being born 215 Hijrah and died in 298 Hijrah. It's one of the name always being said by the Sufi sect as a person that give influence to whatever they try to achieve in following the Sufi tradition. But some of his words, like here, we taking the saying because it's related to our topic about determination in getting something. Qala Junaid rahimahullah, Al-Junaid al-Baghdadi rahimahullah, qala, he said, ma talaba ahadun syai'an bijiddin wa sidqin illa nalahu. Never a person seeking something with seriousness and truthfulness, except he will get it. Nobody, never ever a person seeking for something with seriousness and truthfulness, except he will get it. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَنَلْهُ كُلَّهُ نَالَ بَعْضَهُ. If he didn't get it entirely, he will get part of it. You didn't get everything, you get something. You will get something, some of it. That's the thing. Means that the when you're seeking, you must have the seriousness and also a truthfulness. Can relate with the second summarization about having a sincerity in seeking knowledge. So here he said about the truthfulness, and also our topic today about the determination, our seriousness in seeking knowledge. Then he said he will get it. If you're not getting all of it, you will get some of it, or a part of it. Waqala Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah fi kitabihi al-Fawaid. And Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah said in his book Bada'i al-Fawaid, he said in there, Idza tala'a najmul himmati fi dhalami laylil batalati. When the star of determination arise in the darkness of the night of inactivity. If when the star of determination arise in the darkness of the night of inactivity, warifahu qamarul azimati, and if being followed by the moon of intention, the moon of decision. You make decision. The moon of decision is followed it. Ashraqatil ardu bi rabbiha. The earth will be shine with the light of his Lord. His Lord. I mean, it's symbolic by being given by Ibn Qayyim. If you have that determination in yourself, and followed by you say the decision, firmness and decision, then the earth will be shine by the light of its Lord. Means that everything can be done, can be resolved and can be achieved whenever the two things you say there, himmah, determination, and azimah, decision, atau firmness in decision. Then only you'll get the light from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Wa inna mimma yu'li al-himmata wa yasmu bin nafsi i'tibaru hala man sabaqa, i'tibaru hala man sabaqa, i'tibaru hali man sabaq, i'tibaru hali man sabaq, wa ta'arrufa himamal qaumil madin, wa ta'arrufa himamal qaumil madin. And from among things that will raise up determination, and we lift up yourself, is actually by looking back or assessing the condition or the situation whoever already passed, and also knowing determinations of that nation or that people that already gone before us, because some of them or most of them have that determination that actually not like our days today. When they learn seeking knowledge or the harshness of life in their time, actually if being given to us, maybe all of us will not going to learn anything, because their time traveling around is actually so hard. You see, when the transport is just camel and horses, you want to go to find one place to other place, you have to take days, weeks to arrive. Like when our fathers before us, our grandfathers, they went to Hajj. Some of our asatizah shared the story about people going to Makkah during the time when aeroplane is not there yet. So they went there by ship, by sea road, using ship, and arriving after month. They taking when going to Makkah, maybe 2 or 3 port. They will stop in India, and after that Aden and Jeddah, and from there actually they will ride camel to go away to Hajj. Actually like to die, you are going to die. At that time, the harshness, the difficulty, we can see that people still going there. So this is actually quite near with our time during 70s, 60s, or 50s. So people are going there like that. Now we are going through using aeroplane. Actually, really, we arrive early, 8 hours, 13 hours. We arrive at Saudi Arabia. But before us, people going there actually using ships, and ocean routes. So if that is actually in the 60s, still in near our time, can we imagine how people before us seeking knowledge, traveling around from one part to other part, the harshness that they actually enduring, really hard upon them. So we have to know that things that will lift up our actually ourselves, and making our determination become high, become high. It's actually we have to look at them, because they was in the time when transport is actually so hard. So from moving around to another, just we are mentioning now just transport. Maybe the way of their life, and also the way to make living also is really harsh. But we just take about just talking about moving around from one destination to another, using camels, horses, or donkey, or mule. Take time, days, they are traveling days from one places to other places, not like in our time. So if we look at them, and they can arrive to the knowledge, and seeking knowledge abundantly, even though difficulty is there. So how about us today? Even we, at this time, when the classes being done freely, but people still doesn't want to attend. They like to sit in front of television, looking around at the entertainment, more than seeking knowledge. Even though the knowledge now is actually on our hand, we can seek knowledge easily, but because of lack of self-determination, seriousness is not there about learning. Then we look about that. So we have to look at people before us to know what happened to them, how they learn. He said here, for Abu Abdullah Ahmad bin Hanbal, Abu Abdullah, his kunyah, the Prophet ﷺ, his kunyah is actually Abu Qasim, Abul Qasim. Some of them like Abu Bakr, he's being called as Abu Bakr. Everybody from the time of the Prophet ﷺ, they always have that thing as kunyah, even before they have any children. Before, from the small age, being given to them the title of Abu something. Normally the name of the after the Abu, I mean father of, normally will be given after the eldest daughter or son of the person. If the eldest son is Omar, he will call as Abu Umar. His name may be Ali, but his son named Omar, so he's Abu Umar. Sulaim, mother of Sulaim. It's actually a tradition known by the companion of Prophet ﷺ and by the Prophet himself. Been given away names. It's actually the way of become polite when you call somebody by name. Maybe you don't know the age of the person. Maybe it become rude. It's kind of called rude calling. In Western civilization is normal, but in Eastern civilization, it's not like that. Even though we like living in Southeast Asia or in Far East, like Japan, we always call anybody who's elder than us by a particular names. Their particular names. Like in Malay, we call anybody that elder than us like abang. If the person is not old yet, we say abang, mean brother, bigger brother, or the smaller one we call adik, smaller brother. So a sister also like that. If a woman is elder than us, we call kakak. So we have that particular usage in our country, in our places like Thailand. Also they have the same manners. So in Arabs they don't have that same manners, but they change the calling from by name, calling through the word of Abu something or something. That's the best. Even inside the house, actually a woman should not call her husband by name. It's actually in Eastern civilization is actually rude. In Western country, yes, I know, but they doesn't care about that. Just call the name. If the husband name Abu, then Ahmad, so the wife will say, Ahmad, call like that. Something is actually not supposed to be done, because it's not proper in our civilization. In Western civilization is actually something that actually okay. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, the Imam of the reference of the madhab Hanbali. He's the author of Musnad Ahmad, and he also one of the student of Shafi'i rahimahullah. So he's being called as Abu Abdullah, because the first son is actually Abdullah. Yeah. For Abu Abdullah Ahmad bin Hanbal, kana huwa fi siba. Yeah. When he was in early life, in his childhood, ربما أراد الخروج قبل الفجر إلى حلق الشيوخ. He sometimes want to go out before Fajr to the group of the place of grouping of the sheikh of the teachers. He want to go to the mosque, to the places of teachers teaching even before Fajr. He was at that time a small child, but he have that determination about going to learn something like that. فَتَأْخُذْهُ أُمُّهُ بِثِيَابِهِ. And then his mother will grab him by his clothes. وَتَقُولُ رَحْمَةً بِهِ. And she said, because mercy, having mercy feeling towards his son, her son, he said, حَتَّى يُؤَذِّنَ النَّاسُ أَوْ يُصْبِحُوا. No. Until people already call for azan, or they have already they also already enter into the subuh, enter to the time of salatul subuh atau salatul fajr. Don't go now. Wait until at least people do azan. He was going to the circle of learning even before azan, before subuh. So his mother was feeling mercy towards him, hold him not to go except after azan. Subhanallah. That is determination of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, the one who actually memorizing hadith. He said by himself that he memorized million of hadith with its sanad. Not only the hadith, but also the chain of narrators. The chain of narrators, he is memorizing until at that say extent. But you can understand when you look at him when he was a small child, having that feeling, want to learn, and the earnestness of the determination that he have. So not like us today. Today we can not had entering class by our anything that we want. Actually, even sometimes we are entering classes because we afraid that we will be cut off from our marks in the exam, because attending classes is part of the marking system right now. So you are going just because you want to make sure that you are not being cut off from your marks, your CGPA. So but Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, when he was learning at that time, nothing about any exam. Nobody is actually searching for risk or making living by the certificate. Everybody is learning. He is learning because he want to learn, not because of anything else. The other thing he said here, وقرأ al-Khatib al-Baghdadi. Khatib al-Baghdadi is the author of Tarikh Baghdad, one of the scholars known about history and about hadith. He said he said here, وقرأ Khatib al-Baghdadi rahimahullahu Sahih al-Bukhari kullahu ala Ismail al-Hiri fi thalathati majalisa. Khatib al-Baghdadi, he recite Sahih Bukhari, all of it to Ismail al-Hiri. Means that the teacher is there, so he recite Sahih Bukhari, and normally without looking, recite it back to the teacher, and the teacher will check the memorization of the student. He recite it in 3 sitting. Ini 3 days. Ithnan minha fi lailataini min waqti fi lailataini min waqti salat subhi salat al-maghribi ila salat al-fajri. 2 of it, 2 days of it, in 2 nights, from after salat maghrib to the salat fajar. Means that after we say 7 o'clock, maybe they stop for prayer, but they continue until fajar. Almost 12 hours. Almost 12 hours. He recite in 2 days. In 3 days, he was sitting with the teacher 3 days. Recite 2 days from maghrib until fajar, until subuh. And wal yawmu thalithu, and the third day, min dahwatin nahar, from the duha of nahar, the early of morning, like 9 o'clock, duha and nahar, ila salat maghrib, until maghrib, they stop. And after that, wa min maghrib ila tulu' al-fajri, and from maghrib until the rise of fajar. In fact, in 3 days. But there is actually 4 sitting. 2 days, maghrib to fajar, maghrib to fajar, maghrib to fajar. The third day, from duha until maghrib, and from maghrib until salat fajar. Yeah, who actually right now want to learn like that? No certificate, just because they like the knowledge, they craving for the knowledge. So the thing actually, when we want to respect the knowledge, you have to know that for the knowledge there are people for it, people who really like the knowledge and want to learn it and want to gather the knowledge inside himself. Not about boasting they have the certificate, not about searching for jobs. Most of them are merchant. Most of the scholars are merchant. They have their own business, but they actually, because of the wealth that they have, they can leave their business to stay and learn continuously. They like the knowledge. So that's why, like the story of Imam Ahmad and the story of Khatib Baghdadi, we have to look at it and compare ourselves at these days. How are we actually learning our knowledge? How we are we right now? Because people actually like to watch movies, like to for entertainment, singing. Until now, I doesn't understand when in USA or Idol, we say American Idol, being brought to Malaysia, brought to Indonesia, to any neighboring country. But why does it about singing? Why is it about singing? You can make a person, or you can make the person as your role model, not because of the singing. He can be a good person in charity. He can be a good person in everything else, not singing. But why? Why does singing is made as the talent for a person is singing? Why? Why? I don't know. That's really, nowadays, that is the let's say the benchmark for let's say for talent. You have to know how to sing. Allahu A'lam. That is what become in our days right now. Okay. And wakana Abu Muhammad ibnu Tabban, and Abu Muhammad ibnu Tabban awal ibtidai yadrusu al-laila kullahu. Abu Muhammad ibnu Tabban, he was Abu Muhammad ibn Tabban actually from Morocco, Sheikh of Maliki School of Fiqh, and he was It's mentioned here. But yes, years of his life is around 100 of أربعين وخمس 540 و100 145 100 he was living at that time. But here actually they mentioning about the early life when he was a small boy in his wife in his house. He said here وكان أبو محمد ابن تبان أول ابتدائه يدرس الليل كله. At the first early stage of his learning, he was learning all night long, in the night, all night long. فكانت أمه ترحمه وتنهاه عن القراءة بالليل. And his mother was feeling pity upon him, and actually she was forbidding him from reading in the night. فكان يأخذ المصباح ويجعله تحت جفنتي. So he at that time he took the lamp and put it under basin. Basin actually شيء من الآنية العظيمة. Actually something from among you say like not bucket, no, not bucket, just something like we in Malay we call like basin, or something that to put anything, to put food or something inside there. So he took that thing and cover it upon the lamp. وَتَظَاهَرُ بِالنَّوْمِ, and he pretending to be sleeping. فَإِذَا رَقَدَتْ, when his mother fell asleep, أَخْرَجَ الْمِصْبَاحَ وَأَقْبَلَ عَلَى الدَّرْسِ. He will took the misbah, the lamp, and continue to learn, to reading, to recite. He actually earnestly, actually really want to learn. His mother is actually just feel pity for him, mercy upon him, so that he have to take his sleep, take his portion of sleep in the night. But he really liked to read, So at night he read inside the darkness, using just a lamp, the lamp to light his activity of reading the books. Fakun rajulan rijluhu ala thara sabitatan. Then you have to be as a man that his leg is actually firm on the land. Wahamatu hammihi fawqa thuraya samiqah. But the determination, the heightness of his determination is actually above Suraya. Suraya is actually being called as Venus. Venus. Suraya. Actually the star that will be visible in the morning, just above the sun rise, when the sun rise, above it, and you see that actually the star is so bright in the morning from that point. So be as a person that his leg is actually firm on the ground, but his determination is flying even further above than the Suraya Samiqatan, up above that. Wala takun syabal badani ashibal himmati. But don't be as a person that is actually young in his body, but actually old in his determination. Be a person that actually young in determination. Your body is old, is okay, nothing can be done. But don't be a young person in his body, but actually in determination is actually an old person. فَإِنَّ هِمَّةَ الصَّادِقِ لَا تَشِيبُ. Because a truthful person, his determination never ever become old. Never ever become old. Always continuously. Like one of our teacher few days ago died after 90 years, over almost 100 years of his age. He died a few days ago. But our Sheikh Muhammad bin Ismail Al-Imrani, when I was in Yemen studying there, he was more than 80s at his age and teaching every day after Salatul Fajr and after Asar, after Maghrib. Daily, his life is actually about teaching and teaching and teaching and teaching. Even when 2007, when we are about to leave Yemen, the doctor being advising our Sheikh, who reaching 80s, 90 of his age, to take a break, not to teach, because that will actually affecting his health. But he actually like to teach, and always loving to teach every day, and never ever he was actually become uncertain about any fact, any ayah from the Quran, any hadith from the Sunnah. Never ever he actually not certain about it. Every time he talk, actually he remembering everything. And that person, at his body can be an old person, but the determination of knowledge on knowledge, determination on knowledge, teaching, learning, always young inside his body. So that's why here our author, um, Syekh Usaimi, he advised us to not to be an old person in our determination. You have to have that hope, that craving, to always want to get the better, about knowledge, not about the world, about knowledge, so that actually it will help you to get the knowledge, even though you are old. Because sometimes in our time right now, people still giving the same excuses not to learn, saying that I'm old, I cannot remember anymore. From the start, running away to learn from the start. But if you give the same person chances to marry for a second time, he never ever will say that I'm old, already old. He never ever will say that I'm already old. He will say that, oh, it's okay, inshallah, Allah will help. Yeah, about marriage, but not about knowledge. About marriage, always liking about it. But when we talk about knowledge, everybody will back off. Doesn't want to enter into the realm of knowledge, to learn, to remember, to memorize. No, because the determination inside them about knowledge already being old, not about the world, not about gathering wealth, but about gathering knowledge. They feel that they're not capable anymore. That is the thing about getting old in your determination, not in your body. Wakana Abu Wafa Ibn Aqil. And Abu Wafa Ibn Aqil was Ahadul Adhkiya al-Alam. He actually one of the clever Adhkiya al-Alam, from among the most clever person in the world. Min fuqaha ila Hanabilah, from among the fiqh scholars of Madhab Hanbali, Hanbali school of Madhab fiqh. Yunshidu wa huwa fi thamanin. He actually being saying poem when he was in his 80s of his age, was 80s, and he was saying this poem. He said, Ma shaba azmi wala hazmi wala khuluqi. Ma shaba hazmi. Ma shaba azmi wala hazmi wala khuluqi. My intention, my firmness, my manners, never ever become old. Wala'i wala dini wala karami. Also, not my dipanggil wala'i. Wala is actually about his you see, okay, wala complying, obedient, not my obedient, not my religion, not my my feeling, my feeling, or you say, not feeling, um actually the a person, and he like to distribute, like to give away, charity. Actually, the person is actually like to do charity. We call as rajulun karimun, a very a person who like to give away charity. So he said here, his charity, about giving away his wealth. He said here, Masha ba'azmi wala hazmi wala khuluki wala walai wala dini wala karami. Never ever my determination, my firmness, my manners, no my obedience, no my religion, no also my uh, my charity, giving away charity. Never ever become old. Never ever become old. Wa innama tabadu sya'ri ghaira sibghatihi. But the only thing that my hair, my hair hair actually change its color, because the color of his hair doesn't retain. Innama ta'da sya'ri ghaira sibghatihi. But my hair being taking other than its original color, because the hair become white, gray hair, or we call as shape in Arabic, or uban in Malay. He said that only that, because he said my determination, my firmness, my manners, my obedience, my religion, my charity never ever become old, never ever become gray hair. But actually, what happened? My hair being taking other than its original color, other than its dye color. Washaybu fi sya'ri ghairu shayba ghairu shaybi fil himami. But actually here, the gray hair in the hair, in the hair, the gray in the hair is actually not the gray in determination. Means that if you have the determination, the color of your hair doesn't have any problem about it. You can always do anything you want. But if you have the gray hair inside your determination, even though you are actually a young person, then the problem is you will not gain anything. So he said something that is actually about nothing from himself is actually become old. Only the hair doesn't taking its original color anymore. So because the gray is in your hair, not in your determination. That is what's supposed to happen to you. So when you honoring your the knowledge, the third summarization, you must have a determination about having it, about gathering the knowledge, and making the hadith of the Prophet SAW, being related by Muslim, ihris ala ma yanfa'uk, be avaricious about uh, whatever is actually avaricious, greedy. Be greedy upon whatever benefiting you. Wasta'in billah, and ask help from Allah. Wala ta'jiz, don't ever feel you are weak. Don't ever feel weak. You cannot say that I cannot. Don't ever say something like that. You have to do it. Then you know, if Allah Ta'ala doesn't give you anything from it, He give you reward about struggling inside that things. That's the thing that we actually want to achieve from our say determine our doing. Our doing is actually from getting the knowledge It's something supposed to be like that. Nothing more and nothing less than that. Okay. Alhamdulillah, wallahu alam. We already start of it. Inshallah, we look into question and answer. If there is question and answer. Okay. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Salam. No question. Alhamdulillah. So, Alhamdulillah. If there any question before we close our class, we actually after this no, next week we go into the fourth summarization. Sarful himmati fihi ila ilmil Quran sunnah, to divert the determination in ilm to the knowledge of Quran and Sunnah. That's our topic inshallah next week, because you have to have that determination, but determination you have to study with the knowing Quran and Sunnah. Okay. Wallahu alam. Is there any question from open for question and answer right now, inshallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. We wait and no question. So inshallah maybe because of the Eid. So we are still have one day more for the takbir muqayyad, takbir that with following the prayer of 5 day prayer. After every prayer we are actually encouraged to takbir Allahu Akbar until the asar of our Friday tomorrow inshallah. So we hope that everybody stay safe and try to make benefit with these days. Try to make charity. Nowadays we can send our charity through online banking. Not before. Before, if we have something to give away, we have to get out. We have to move to send your charity, your the things that you want to give away. But now, actually, you can use Lala Move. You can list everything just to make sure that the things that you want to give away arrive to the person that you want to give it to. Alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala make easy for us in our life. But we have to very carefully take benefit from everything of it. Baik. Wallahu alam. We stop here insyaAllah. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad. Wassalamu alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.